Are you thinking about retiring to Myrtle Beach? Stay tuned because today we're going to discuss 5 pros and 5 cons of retiring in Myrtle Beach. Let's get started. Hey guys, what's happening? It's Jeremy with RE/MAX Southern Shores, and today we're going to discuss some pros and cons of retiring to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You know, we're a great area here where people from the Northeast want to retire on a regular basis, and I get asked many questions, so I thought I would take some time and share some of the good and the bad of retiring here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm going to share with you 5 pros and 5 cons. Alright, so the first reason as to why you may want to consider Myrtle Beach to retire is that our property values here are still extremely affordable. It is very easy to find you a great property here in the area for under the $300,000 mark. You can sell that house that you have right now in New York or New Jersey or Massachusetts or Rhode Island, and you're living in that little 1,100 square foot home. You can sell that, come down here, buy something that's going to be 10 years or less in age. It's going to be well over 2,000 square feet with a 2-car garage and still spend under $300,000. Our property values here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina are extremely affordable, which makes it a great place to look to buy a house. The second pro of retiring to Myrtle Beach is our affordable property taxes. Just like how the house values are extremely affordable, you can get your taxes here for a fraction of what you might be paying in other parts of the country. You know, I help people who are retiring to Myrtle Beach on a regular basis from the Northeast, and when I ask them, what do you pay for your property taxes now, they're usually giving me that number in a monthly number of we're paying $1,000 a month or $1,200 a month. And when I explain to them that moving here to Myrtle Beach and retiring in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, your property taxes are going to be a fraction of what you're currently paying. In fact, right now in our area, you can also get what's called a homestead exemption, which is going to take another $50,000 off the assessed value of your home. So for example, my grandmother and grandfather, when they had their home, they had a single family home. It was around 1,700 heated square feet, all on one floor with a 2-car garage, 5 years or less in age. And you know what their taxes were? Under $400 a year. It's extremely affordable. So for those of you who are thinking about retiring and know you're going to be on a fixed income, knowing that your property taxes are going to be so much lower can help you save money towards other things. The third pro that I wanted to talk about is the climate. Here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, our climate is amazing all year round, which makes it a great place to retire. People love retiring to Myrtle Beach because our winters here are going to be extremely mild. On average, the temperature in the middle of winter is going to be 50 to 60 degrees, and you're still though going to have the ability to enjoy all 4 seasons. You're going to have a phenomenal fall where you're going to see the leaves change color and fall off the trees. You're going to have a little bit of cooler in the winter, but not something that's going to be where you're stuck inside for months on end because of snowstorms. And then you're going to have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing spring where everything's going to come back to life and bloom, and it's going to make it amazing around here. Number 4. Alright guys, so this past year I just celebrated my 40th birthday, and my wife likes to remind me on a regular basis that we are getting older. You know, being that she's younger than me, she likes to kind of rub it in a little bit, but here's the reality. As we get older in age, we're going to need to have a little bit more medical attention than we did when we were younger in our early 20s. We may need to take more trips to the doctor or start to need to see some of those specialists. And so if you're thinking about retiring to Myrtle Beach, that might be one of your big concerns, is what do I do about my medical needs? I have my doctors up here, but I need to get somebody down there. Well guys, let me just take your mind and put it at ease for you. We have some of the best medical facilities in the area. We have great doctors, we have awesome hospitals, and we have one of the top cardiac centers in all of the country. So don't let that hold you back from making the move south. You can retire here in Myrtle Beach and have your mind at ease. So the 5th pro that I wanted to talk about in retiring to Myrtle Beach is this. If you were to retire here and you still have that friends and family up in the Northeast, you can make those trips back very easy. You know, when we were first thinking about where to move, I grew up in Reading, Pennsylvania and moved south. We went and we visited some parts of Florida. But one of the things that deterred us from it is that if we needed to take trips back up to the north to visit friends or family for, you know, a wedding or an anniversary or just anything, it was a 2-day drive to go, or we had to spend a lot more time on a flight. If you think about Myrtle Beach for retirement, here's some of the great things. We have an awesome international airport that you can catch flights to get back to the Northeast in usually 1 to 2 hours, or you can jump in a car and drive. It's a fairly quick, easy trip right up I-95, and in 9 to 12 hours, you can be back home in the Northeast. So unlike the areas in Florida where you may have to spend 2 to 3 days to travel, you can do it in 1 day from here without any issue. All right, so now that I shared with you some of the good reasons why you may want to retire to Myrtle Beach, let me share with you some of the negative things in our area that you're gonna have to deal with on a regular basis. These would be considered the cons of retiring to Myrtle Beach. So the first con that you're gonna have to deal with is figuring out where are we going to eat. You know, you may get tired of just cooking at home all the time and you wanna go out to eat somewhere and have someone else prepare the food. One of the biggest problems that I run into with my family is figuring out where are we gonna go eat. You know, there are over 1,500 restaurants here in the area, enough where you could eat 3 meals a day for a year and a half and never eat at the same place twice. So when it comes time to pick that restaurant to go and eat at, you might have a little difficulty figuring it out. But one of the good things is this, we're gonna have something that's available for you. The second big con of retiring in Myrtle Beach is this, is today going to be a pool day or a beach day? Yeah, it's really that difficult. Some of the things that you're going to experience once you've retired to Myrtle Beach is, do I want to go to the beach today or do I want to go sit by the pool? One of the things I can tell you is this, your bathing suits are going to get faded faster, your beach towels are going to get a workout because you're going to be using them so much on a regular basis. Also, your skin might start to get a little bit drier just because it's soaking up so much vitamin D. So one of the things I would suggest, get a good moisturizer. The third con that I wanted to talk about is the beach traffic and beach shops. Unfortunately, guys, we live in a tourist town and our livelihood of Myrtle Beach is all based on tourism. So what that means is that you're going to have to pass by a beach shop on a somewhat regular basis. So if you're offended by seeing those, this may not be the place for you to think about retiring. But one of the benefits, it's a good place to go pick up a new bathing suit or beach towels when yours wear out. Number 4. This one drives me nuts, and it's not something that happens to just people retiring to the area, but to everyone. And that is that on a regular basis, you are going to find sand in your car. Guys, our soil here in the area is very sandy, so even if you're just walking around a neighborhood, it's a good possibility that you're gonna get sand in your shoes, which will get tracked into your house or into the car. Or if you're someone who's a beach bum taking trips to the beach on a regular basis, you're more than likely gonna find sand in your floor mats. My suggestion, get you one of the memberships to the car washes in the area and you can go vacuum it out on a regular basis. And the fifth and final con of moving to Myrtle Beach for retirement, you're gonna have to give up your snow shoveling days. I know you're really upset that you're not gonna have to shovel snow anymore in your life, that you're going to be able to trade in your snow boots for flip-flops, you're gonna be able to trade in your snow gear for beach shorts, and that you're gonna get rid of your hot cocoa for lemonade. You can trade in your winter skin routine for SPF 15 and enjoy living here in Myrtle Beach. Guys, here's the reality. Retiring to Myrtle Beach is an awesome and amazing thing. There really aren't any negatives of being retired in Myrtle Beach. We have fantastic weather, tons of things to do, and it's an affordable place to live. So take some time, think about it, and if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure you get the subscribe button on. Hit that bell and get notified when the next video comes out. Hope you all have a great and awesome day. Catch you later.